Welcome to this explainer. Okay, we're finally here. Out of the 48 teams that kicked off this massive tournament, we are down to just 2. And honestly, they could not have taken more contrasting journeys to get to this ultimate Sunday showdown. Today, we're going to map out exactly how Argentina and Spain clawed their way to the peak, break down the tactical clash we're all waiting for, and look at the historic storylines that are going to define this match forever.
The setting for this is just absolutely massive. Sunday night, under the bright lights of the New York, New Jersey Stadium, we've got the reigning champions squaring off against the European champions. 1 trophy, 2 teams left standing, with literally everything on the line. What we have brewing here is your classic unstoppable force meeting an immovable object, and the stakes, they quite literally do not get any higher than this.
Section 1. The stage is set, a clash of generations.
39. That is the magic number for Lionel Messi. He's the veteran legend who just absolutely refuses to slow down. He's the reigning champion, and this entire Argentinian squad is still built so firmly around his singular genius as he hunts for that 4th World Cup for his country. To be performing at this elite level, at this stage in his career, it's nothing short of incredible.
But then, you flip the script entirely. 19. Spain's brightest new star, Lamine Yamal, is just 19 years old. To really put that into perspective for a second, Messi was already lacing up and playing in the World Cup before Yamal was even born. It's crazy. Yamal is incredibly dangerous, he's in the form of his life, and he wants to secure Spain's 2nd World Cup. We are literally watching 2 completely different eras of football collide in real time.
Moving into Section 2, Argentina's gritty road here and those 7 straight wins.
Because look, Argentina's journey to this final was anything but clean. It has been a wildly dramatic, chaotic ride, and how they got these 7 wins tells us so much about their resilience. They went through an absolute meat grinder. First, a 3-2 extra-time win over Cape Verde. Then, the exact same 3-2 extra-time nail-biter against Egypt. Then, another exhausting extra-time battle against Switzerland. But the real stunner? That semifinal against England. They were down 2-0 before pulling off a magnificent, late comeback. They have been living right on the edge this entire tournament.
And that resilience brilliantly illustrates their reliance on their veteran star. It's been said that the incredible comeback against England was pulled off almost entirely through one man's vision. We're talking about a 39-year-old Lionel Messi delivering absolutely crucial defense-splitting assists in the 90th minute, right when his team is staring elimination in the face and needs him the most. When it mattered most, he delivered.
But let's be clear, it is not just about clutch individual moments. As a collective unit, Argentina has been an absolute offensive juggernaut. They have smashed in a phenomenal 17 goals across this tournament. Even when they slip up and concede at the back, their offense just consistently finds a way to outscore whoever is in front of them.
But here's why that number 17 is so wild. If Argentina scores just 1 more goal this Sunday, just 1, they will tie the all-time World Cup record for the most goals scored by a single nation in a tournament. They are quite literally 1 single strike away from cementing their names into the history books forever, no matter what happens at the final whistle.
Section 3. Spain's near-perfect run. 6 straight wins.
It is night and day compared to Argentina. Spain's path looked almost effortless. Following a scoreless draw to open the group stage, they just went on an absolute tear with barely a scratch. A 3-0 cruise over Austria. A gritty 1-0 victory over Portugal, which, by the way, sent Cristiano Ronaldo home in his final World Cup. A 2-1 win over Belgium. And then a totally comprehensive 2-0 demolition of France in the semifinal that left absolutely zero doubt about who controlled the pitch. And the engine behind this machine? This teenage prodigy, Lamine Yamal. He has been the undeniable, dangerous force behind the European champions' flawless execution. People are rightly saying he has been the story of this run. Spain has functioned like a well-oiled machine, and Yamal has been that unpredictable spark that just terrifies opposing defenders.
Section 4. The unpredictable final. The collision.
You literally could not script a better storyline. The ultimate trophy is at stake, and we are getting Messi and Yamal facing each other for the very first time on the biggest stage imaginable. And when you look at the tactical breakdown, you quickly realize why this final is almost impossible to call. Argentina brings this terrifying 17-goal offense that has survived 3 extra-time thrillers. Spain counters with a suffocating lockdown defense that has conceded exactly 1 goal in the entire tournament. 1 goal. It's 17 goals of pure firepower going up against a near-perfect defensive wall.
Which, of course, brings us to the ultimate question. So, who actually wins this thing?
With stakes like this, it entirely comes down to which team can force the game to be played on their terms. It's all about executing their specific winning strategy and completely breaking the other team's rhythm.
Spain wants to choke the life out of this game. Their suffocating defense means they want it tight, they want it low scoring, and ideally decided by a single mistake that they can quickly capitalize on. But Argentina's track record throws a massive wrench into that logic. Their entire tournament proves that even when they look dead and buried, they aren't. They just have this knack for finding a way to deliver when the pressure is highest.
So it really boils down to these two distinct win conditions. If Spain controls the tempo the way they have all tournament long, restricting space, starving the attack, this quickly becomes their game to lose. However, if Argentina can disrupt that control, create some chaos, and drag this match into the final 20 minutes while it's still level, well, history tells us you absolutely do not bet against the man wearing the number 10 jersey.
We're going to get our final answer this Sunday. But honestly, no matter what happens, no matter who actually lifts that trophy, the footballing world is going to remember this exact moment. This is where two completely contrasting forces collided. This is where a teenager and a legend finally shared a pitch, with everything on the line.
So I'll leave you with this one final thought to chew on before kickoff. When that final whistle echoes through the stadium, will we be witnessing the dawn of a new era, a passing of the torch to a 19-year-old star? Or are we about to witness the ultimate, historic crowning achievement of a 39-year-old living legend? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and enjoy the match.